What up, people? It's the most wonderful time of the day. It's beer monster o'clock. And thanks for joining, guys. For this one, I've been to Morrison's and I've got a bottle of their Greene King IPA Reserve. It's a special one. It's 5.4% ABV. It says at the bottom it's by the Westgate Brewery, $17.99. There's a little look at your bottle cap. You've got a nice crown on there. It's called Greene King now, isn't it? It's not in a green bottle, it's in a clear bottle. Yeah, that can be a bad thing, let's say. Would have been nice if it was in a really, really nice brown bottle, but you know. This cost me £2.25 in Morrison's. Probably get it cheaper elsewhere. Morrison's ain't the cheapest these days, is it? And it's 500ml bottle. Let's crack her open and get into it, shall we? Alright, if you've tried this before, guys, enlighten me in the comments of your experience, whether you enjoyed it or not, or if you think it's a load of old tosh. Anyways. Oh, got the body shot. I was trying to get myself a wee headshot, but I missed. Never mind. Right, let's get it in the glass. A little bit of skunk on the opening there. That's a bit of a worrying sign. May have been, the hops might have been light struck, or whatever you want to call it, which is going to make the beer smell a bit skunky. Hopefully it doesn't go through to the taste. It looks like a nice pint, that does. We've even got a Greene King IPA glass for this one. Can't remember what pub I nicked that out of. There you go. There's a little close up of the beer in the glass. You've got a slightly off-white head in there. Almost white, it's just a little bit off-white for me. And colour-wise, I mean, judge for yourself. I would say it's kind of a chestnut brown colour. There's a little tinge of red in there for me. Let's check out the aromas. Oh, this glass is that 12 years out of date. See on the pint glass here, you didn't know, you have a letter M and then you have a number, this one being 12. That means this glass was, the date on this glass was 2012. So yeah, must have stole this one quite a long time ago. That's why I can't remember where from. So yeah, you'll be looking at all your pint glasses now at the dates on them. If it's come from a pub, it will have that on it, the date it was manufactured. Anyway, let's check out the aromas. Fruitcake vibes. Oh, there's a bit of skunkiness in there. It's kind of like a weird one though, with the fruitcake that I'm smelling and the skunk together. It's kind of reminding me a bit of ripe armpits, unfortunately. Got a bit of spice in there as well. Like a spicy fruitcake it smells like. It smells nice apart from the armpit thing. It's like the skunky smell combined with the fruitcake is just making it smell a bit, you know. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like. Please don't go through to the taste. I don't think it will. It's not a massive skunky aroma or nothing like that. Anyway, cheers everybody. Bosh. I like it. I like it. I don't know, for some reason I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I think I tried the normal Greene King IPA. One's about 3.8%, around that mark in the pub about a year ago, and I thought it was pretty crap. But this is better. That extra strength is giving it a lot more flavour. I'd say it's medium bodied. It's got quite a nice smooth mouthfeel to it actually. It's fresh, fruity, spicy. You've got that caramel malt, which is like definitely the star of the show when it comes to the malts in this beer. It's quite hoppy. There's quite a few different hops going on here. That spiciness in it almost reminded me of like a SARS hop, which I don't think is in this, but But I think this is like all British hops. What's it saying here? Malty, warming and full-bodied with floral notes. Can't see anything about the hops. It's a little bit on the sweet side. It's not overly sweet. I can handle this. I don't think it gets sickly or nothing like that. I'm just very sensitive to me sweet beers. But no, this one's not too much for me. I quite happily session this. Good session ABV in it, 5.4%. A little bit on the strong side for some, I suppose. It's like some grapefruit, citrusy grapefruit in here as well towards the end, and a dryness on the finish with a slight bitterness. Doesn't linger or anything like that. I'd say it's a really quite a gentle bitterness on this one. There's also like some grassy hops on the end as well. It's quite a nice beer with quite a lot of different flavours going on, and you know, I'm nearly done and I'm still sort of tasting different things as I go along, which, as I said before, for me is a sign of a good beer. That's not a bad job at all, actually. It's not amazing, but it's drinkable. A little bit pricey, perhaps £2.25. I can't remember if it was in the 4 for 3 deal. If it was in the 4 for 3 deal, then you know, maybe that's not so bad. Because a lot of the beers in Morrison's do like the 4 for 3, don't they? So if it's in that deal, fair enough, I'll let it off. Because sometimes they say it's 4 for 3, but then they seem to like inflate the price a little bit. So really it's exactly the same, but it makes us, the customer, think we're getting a deal because it says 4 for 3. Whereas you go in, say a beer's £2 in the 4 for 3 deal, you go into another supermarket that ain't got the 4 for 3 deal one, and the beer's like £1.40. So, you know, it's like, who are you trying to kid? A bit dodgy, the old supermarkets, isn't they? Anyway, back to the beer. Beer's gone. I'm going to give it a 7.9 out of 10. Just under that 8 mark. I think it's a nice beer. Quite happily drink it if it's going. Probably tastes better on tap. And yeah, it's nice, it's decent. One thing I like about it is it's got that fruitcake vibe, which for me can be a bad thing sometimes because it just gets too rich and too fruity and sweet and ugh sort of thing. Where this one does it right for me. It's got it, but it's not too overwhelming. I could quite easily session that. Whereas a lot of the ones where it's got that fruitcake thing, I'll enjoy the one and then I'll be like, whoa, that's enough, you know. So yeah, 7.9 for me, decent beer. Let me know what you think of it in the comments if you tried it. Smash that like button if you want to help me channel out. And consider subscribing too if you want to see more from me. Till next one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, darlings.